second round of the NBA playoffs is upon us as we get ready for Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals. We're at Wells Fargo Center, where tonight the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Boston Celtics. Seated next to Jay Williams, I'm Ed Cohen. Jay, you look at the Sixers coming into play. They're rested. They're ready to go. And they'll have home court advantage to begin here in games 1 and 2.
And I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to this series right here. This is going to be a dogfight. We got a couple of teams that match up very well. I can see this one going to length. Yes, 7 games. That's how even these teams are.
Trying to cash in. Keep on trying. Shot's no good there. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Joel Embiid has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. Can't connect on the first free throw. Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Ball's controlled by Boston. To Horford. Marcus Smart. Good touch.
Not get. I wanted to see a little bit more off that one.
Harris. The drive right to the basket. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down. Brown into the front court. Just getting going here in game 1. Nothing going here on that drive. To Horford. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Drive by Harris, but a shot won't go. Al Horford sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Celtics have it. Turns and slams it down. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Harden. And finishes strong.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Here comes the screen. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Celtics have it. To Horford. To Marcus Smart. Here's a chance from long range, and it's Harris who's able to clear the rebound. A big finish at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Here comes the screen. To Jaylen Brown. Oh, had him going there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
You know, Ed, so many times we see people flexing on social media in the offseason, but they rarely put in the work, the substance. Not Jaylen Brown. This dude's been putting in the grind every single day in the gym. He's ready.
Brown with it up top. Leads just a point. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range. Al Horford rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Jaylen Brown. Deep right corner. Taken by the Sixers. To Harden. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Tatum. Sixers with the rebound. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
To Marcus Smart. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Don't, just disrespect that.
Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Sixers call for time as they'll discuss matters in what's now a three-point game. Harden in possession. Down three. Nothing going here on that drive. To Harden. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Marcus Smart. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. 24-second violation. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Harden to the basket, but his shot stays out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Parker. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it. Jason Tatum, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 82%. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Sixers have the basketball. Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Marcus Smart. From the painted area, won't go down. Harden with it up top. 14-13 our score. It's a one-point game. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Another follow. No good. Montrezl Harrell with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Sixers control it. Slam dunk.
And that transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
To Marcus Smart. Short jumper off the mark. Tobias Harris above the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Can't connect. Oh, and a putback.
And I got a chance to hear a lot of the conversation at the bench. And one of the things they called out was owning the backboards. Looks like the message is really getting through.
Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
Almost, and he's not getting the call. Boston with the basketball. To Marcus Smart. Short jumper won't fall.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Gets to the basket and scores.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Play is stopped. Timeout Boston. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Time to shuffle things up. Now a step back.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Harris to Embiid. Can't connect from inside. To Marcus Smart. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Missed a wide open look. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Marcus Smart with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Harris to Harden. Going to launch beyond the arc. It's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Tobias Harris with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Can't convert the free throw. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Had a difficult first quarter. Couldn't really find his rhythm, but you got 3 more left to play.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Cleans the offensive glass. Joel Embiid. 2 of 4 now.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Cantor. Oh, Millsap swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
James Harden trying to cash in on a 3-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. The free throw good as he completes the 3-point play. And the lead is up to 9. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. It's good to beat the buzzer. He got it off just in time. So count the basket, and they're back within striking distance at the end of the first quarter.
The 2023 NBA Playoffs 2-round Eastern Conference Game 1 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown.
And the finish, slam dunk. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
To Jaylen Brown. To Marcus Smart. From long range. Second effort. Oh, Millsap pins it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
To Millsap. Working hard on the glass. Joel Embiid. He's 3 for 7.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
The 2023 NBA Playoffs 2-round Eastern Conference Game 1 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023.
Unguardable, Jay.
Can we all just agree that that handle is next level, but that jumper's wet too?
Count the bucket for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Cantor. Curling inside. Cantor. Oh, nice find for the basket. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Marcus Smart at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Gets it in the right corner. Millsap. And a throwdown. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
To Griffin. It goes down. He improvises and scores.
Old school equals high percentage.
Brown into the front court. They trail by 7. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. To Griffin. Won't go. Marcus.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Game 1 Seed 2 Boston Celtics Seed 3 Philadelphia 76ers.
Millsap. Joel Embiid sends it away. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Oh, emphatic slam.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Griffin to Cantor. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
One of the best in the biz right there. Maybe the best.
Cleans it up. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Joel Embiid has got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws. Celtics have it. To Brogdon. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Couldn't count the basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
And a chance coming up at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Paul Millsap, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 73%. And hits the first free throw. And he makes them both. Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Short jumper stays out.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Brown with it up top. Trailing by 11. Taken by the Sixers.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Harden buries it on the catch and shoot. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Add 2 points to the board.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Embiid to Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Lays it up and in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. To Millsap. Finish that. Boston with the basketball. Tobias Harris. Huge block.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Millsap to Embiid. Joel Embiid. Now 4 for 9.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Harris to Millsap. Nothing going here on that drive. Split the D there, but he can't get it to drop.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
First one goes down. Goes 2 for 2.
Get it, shoot it again. Wait on it.
Sixers have the basketball.
I got ball, I got ball. Got some for him.
Harris. Probing the defense. Got it.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
To Horford. Deep left corner. Nothing going here on that drive. To Horford. Boston with 4 to shoot. For 3. Smart is tough. He loves those kinds of shots.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Harris to Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Ball's controlled by Boston. To Horford. Here comes the screen. Couldn't keep it in. Off James Harden. It'll stay Celtic basketball. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Horford doesn't get the bounce. Embiid, deep right corner, lets it fly from long range. They snuffed it out. Tobias Harris missed it. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
To Harden. Harris lets it fly from beyond the arc, and a putback slam. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Has a chance. Shot misses there by Smart. Al Horford tips it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Horford to Jaylen Brown. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper won't fall. To Tobias Harris. Danilo Gallinari knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Substitution being made in this one. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. To Embiid. And look out.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Tobias Harris sends it away. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Tobias Harris. Cleaning the offensive glass. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The 76ers, entered the locker room with a comfortable lead. And the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points.
The 2023 NBA Playoffs 2-round Eastern Conference Game 1 matchup will be coming up next.
For the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. These are the guys getting buckets for the Boston Celtics.
Game drive. Bench points.
The Boston Celtics were not given a chance to relax in that opening half. Even when the starters were on the bench, the reserves were maintaining the lead and earning their playing time.
Player of the half.
Joel Embiid did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Game 1 Seed 8 Miami Heat Seed 5 New York Knicks.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
From the painted area won't go down.
This team is collectively feeding off their negative energy so far in the second half. Everybody is mad. Everybody is frustrated. Nobody's decided to take the torch and say, hey, look, follow my lead.
Count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Brown into the front court. Down a bundle. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. Sixers control it. Beyond the arc for 3. Now that's a contest. To Jaylen Brown. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Marcus Smart rejects it. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcus Smart. Harris. Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Tobias Harris with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Embiid, good for 2.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Celtics have it. To Horford. Down low, Gallinari. Montrezl Harrell with a piece. Celtics keep possession. And stuffs it down. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Tough shot, and nearly a chance at a 3-point play. No foul.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Work it down to Brown. Joel Embiid swats it. That's his third block this evening. Marcus Smart pins it. Scooped up, going the other way. Here comes the screen. To Horford. Ah, rocking the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Slams it down. Big finish for Joel Embiid.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air. Fourth this contest.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Nice finish at the rim.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Celtics have it. Won't go down. Defenders lucky he wasn't called. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. It remains Sixers basketball. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Harris. To Harden. Shot from the lane won't go. To Horford. Here comes the screen to Marcus Smart. Has a look. Deep two there, won't go. Harden with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. To Tobias Harris. Shot clock violation. To Horford. Brogdon. 4-3. Danilo Gallinari is going to get a chance at three here. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. And he hits the second. And he hits all three free throws. Drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Knocked loose. Jason Tatum sends it away. Boston with the basketball. Horford. Great feed. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Embiid. Shot clock says 5. Down to 4. Gets it in the left corner. Here's a chance from long range. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Had a chance, but it's no good. To Brogdon. Nice pass to set things up.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
No, I missed a short one there. To Marcus Smart. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Jason Tatum at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. Free throw up and good, and the lead's back down to 13.
I got him. Here we go. Here we go. Wait on it.
Down to 5 on the 24. A lot of contact. No whistle. Fires the three. They need something to go down. It's no good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Parker with it. The deficit now up to 13. Knocked loose. Danilo blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Millsap. A pass taken away by the Celtics. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Embiid. Malcolm Brogdon tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Ball's controlled by Boston to Cantor. George Niang.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Cantor. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Brogdon to Jaylen Brown. Knocked loose. Sixers have it. Short jumper won't go down. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
George Niang sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Millsap. Jumper's good.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
To Jaylen Brown. Can't connect from in close. And count the basket inside.
We used to hear that saying all the time, a 2 is a 2, keep it moving. No, a 2 isn't a 2. It can be a dagger sometimes when a defense has mental lapse like that. He deflates the energy of the D by making easy lays.
Wide open look won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Driving right to the basket. A drive, but he can't get it to go. The follow won't go either. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Brown with it up top. His guys down big. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Has a chance. And Boston has the rebound. Brogdon to Jaylen Brown. Fires the three. Offensive and a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Paul Millsap. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Griffin. Nothing going here on that drive. Down the lane, but the shot won't fall.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
The follow won't go either. Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters down, and a great start for the 76ers. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this 4th quarter. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
Joel Embiid. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Nothing going here on that drive. Harden to P.J. Tucker. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
A lot of contact. Shots no good, and no foul. Brogdon. Now pass stolen by the Sixers.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
He had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. From the painted area, won't go down. To Brogdon, going to launch beyond the arc. Not that time, he misses. Tucker to Embiid. To Harden. And a pass stolen by Boston.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Knocked loose. Brown into the front court. Down a bundle. To Harden. Scores from the post.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Horford. P.J. Tucker rejects it. Ooh, 5 now.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Horford, that's off the side of the rim, short.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Brown with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Tatum. Message received. Well defended.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Count it.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Celtics have it. Horford to Cantor. Horford. Off the iron. No good. To P.J. Tucker. And scores. Strong take.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Brown into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Horford. Nothing going here on that drive. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Horford's shot won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Harden. From long range. Always has a chance for Tucker, but not that time. To Jaylen Brown. And his Cantor. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Embiid to Harden. Nothing going here on that drive. Harden. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
To Jaylen Brown. Great dish to set it up. And the two for Al Horford getting to the rim.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Sixers call for time as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Harden to Embiid. Short jumper won't fall.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Jaylen Brown with the block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Celtics have it. To Horford. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Embiid to Tobias Harris. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Horford. Trying to cash in. Oh, he was wide open. It's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Horford. A bad pass, and the Celtics have it. To Jaylen Brown. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. The shot clock expires. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Harden, it's good. Defense has to pick things up.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
got no good there by Gallinari.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
For three, that's off the side of the rim, no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know the refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
To Horford. And the rebound brought down by Harrell.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Lets it fly from long range. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Embiid. Able to convert inside. Boston with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. The Sixers are victorious. They've jumped down in front, 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers were solid in today's victory. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Philadelphia 76ers. The Celtics couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Boston Celtics.
Game track. Defense. Player of the game.
Joel Embiid is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.